What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Strangers Minds. I'm Fernando, and today we're going to read from Reddit Paranormal Encounters. So, we're going to go right now. 8 days ago, dangerous snow. Huh, I want to hear what type of snow you talking about, buddy. Let's see what this is about. All right. Uh, okay. You know what? Let's read the story first. So, my sister just bought a house, and from day one, strange shit started happening. Mainly, it has been my niece who is one getting things that there is no way for her to get, such as a stuffed animal from an area on the opposite side of the room when she is strapped in her high chair, or a full vase of flowers from the center of the kitchen island. My niece hasn't ever climbed up on the island and really can't. No chairs or leaning tower for her to pull over to use to climb up. My sister asked around about the house and obtained some history from a girl who used to live in the house. This house is sold every 2, 3 years, and only one couple of the last six that have lived there have not divorced. God, that's wild. That's scary. Can you imagine somebody saying something like this? Apparently, people move into this house. The husband turns abusive, and then the couple divorce, and the house is sold, and the cycle repeats. Huh. Has a little bit of some Amityville horror to it, don't it? Right? Or even no, I wouldn't say The Conjuring. No, Amityville horror would be best. Even man, can't believe I forgot. The Shining. With couples, and then the husband gets in a way partially possessed, becomes not themselves, and it starts issues within the relationship. So yeah, Amityville and The Shining sounds just about right. One of the men who lived in the house committed suicide 1 month after leaving the house. Jesus Christ. But not in the house or on the land. Wow. So it's stuck. It's stuck. Last night, my sister and her MIL, I don't know what that means, were putting my niece to bed, and this was caught due to the motion. My sister told her coworkers that weird paranormal stuff has been going on at her house, at her new house, and he told her that his wife is a medium, ooh, who would come check it out for her. My sister said that is all she said, but I'm not sure. The medium came tonight and determined there is one entity in the house that has never been human. When a medium or a psychic or even an empath says something along this lines, and I'm just going to say this just to say, if it's real, the medium is real, the person going to check out the house is a real medium. The best way to handle that is that that person should not have any information whatsoever about the house or what's going on. They need to go in completely blinded. Like, basically telling your friend, "Oh, hey, can tell your medium friend to come visit one day so we can have coffee." That's it. Right? That's it. Nothing else. So let's see what happens. That was invited by a previous owner despite it not wanting to be there in the first place. She never said demon outright, but the fact, the fact is, has never been human or walked the earth tells me it is. Well, yeah, pretty much. That's basically the definition of a demon. It's not a human entity and has never walked on Earth as a human being. So that's definitely what it is. Unless we're talking about something extraterrestrial entity. I'm just saying theories. And the medium, blah, blah, blah. She never said demon. She also says it's a shapeshifter that takes the shape of what the person it wants to torment is sensitive to. So for my sister is children. Apparently, when the medium made contact, it told her that it doesn't want to hurt my sister, but it wants to scare her, make her go crazy, and get her to hurt herself. Okay. It doesn't want to hurt my sister, but it wants to do everything else. You know what? Like, this seems like a schizo entity because that doesn't make sense. I am taking this story as it is said, so it just doesn't make sense from the entity perspective. But let's keep on. It told the medium that scaring my niece wasn't enough fun and that scaring my sister gives it more satisfaction. The medium's 7-year old son also walked into the house and said he felt sick and like something bad was there. He started crying and telling his mom he wanted to leave. This part is what makes me worried. It's like a family scam. All right. The medium said that she got the entity to leave, but she is coming back Monday to check. She also said that it is only one entity and she has seen worse hauntings in her time. My sister is staying at her MILs with my niece and doesn't plan to be home alone for a while. The medium didn't ask for money and told my sister she can call her anytime as she is local. I don't even know what to think. What do you guys think? All right, so you guys already did. I mean, let's see this picture right quick. Are we seeing this over here? Is this what it is? The picture about? I'm assuming is this. So, you guys already had a medium going in, right? I would recommend. I mean, me being a paranormal investigator, I would love to go into this house and investigate. Try and get you some information, some answers. You know, a lot of times, and it has happened, people are so scared of things that they don't understand that they, take the worst case scenario and make it so. And that's what they have in their head. But their experiences could be explained away with a nice, normal, just a walkthrough of a real paranormal investigator and everything. If we could not even get to the investigation part and just ease the family right away, like to me, that's a win. Our job is to help the family. Our job is not to make us viral. Our job is not to make money. Our job is to make the family feel safe within their household. So I would try to get information, get myself a paranormal investigating team. Do your research very well. There are a lot of teams out there that are out for themselves, and they'll, ransack a household, just to get that viral clip. Very disrespectful people out there in the paranormal community, and you cannot trust them. Just in case, do your research. Um, but yeah, I would get a team in there and figure things out. And worst case scenario, just like a doctor, get a second opinion with a medium. If you could, most likely, a lot of times paranormal investigators, we have contacts all around and we could get you some help. So, yeah, if anything, reach out. I would love to find out if anything else regarding this story. Let's keep it moving, you guys. All right, so let's go over here. What's up with this? Let's pause it because, okay, let's pause it over here. So I'm counting to document unexplained activity in the house. I share with two roommates and my cat. It all started in the summer of 2023 when this door slammed into me. Yesterday, I heard banging sounds from the other side. It wasn't my roommates. And as they were out, I started recording and got this. All right. So these are timestamps. Okay. So let's make it bigger. Let's put some sound to it. Let's blast it. Let's do some stuff over here. You guys ready? Let's go.
So fucked up. Close the door. It's ringing again. Fuck.
I don't know, you guys. I got red flags on his reaction time. This could be orchestrated, and yeah, even though he went all around, opening doors to show us that there's nobody there, but yeah, this could have been orchestrated very easily because the knocking, we're just focusing on where the camera is going, but the knocking could be coming off from the side, right? And the opening of the door, it doesn't seem like he was closing the door, right? It seems like he's closing it, but it's not really latching. Somebody inside that closet with all the goats. Sorry, somebody could have been in the closet within all those coats. Yes, he did focus the camera there, but it was a kind of it's possible that this could have been orchestrated. I'm not really going to get into it, but his action, his reaction, the way he is acting, it's a red flag to me. Even if it's a mundane explanation, like the house is naturally expanding and contracting, videos like this are a lot more fun than asking if spiders and bugs are orbs. I agree, but there are balloons. What? Okay. Why do you close the door? Take the ghost doorway away. Problem hopefully solved to remove the door. I mean, this guy does have a point. Why do you close the door? I mean, when it started happening, all right, but when he's walking back, he closed the door and kind of just walked, I don't know, it's like the movement of the camera wasn't really, I wasn't feeling it. Too much red flags. I don't think it's real, you guys. So there are people on Reddit, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes they're just people that want attention or want, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, honestly, I don't know why people try to fake paranormal activity only to gain some sort of fame. But you don't have to fake it. It is real. You don't have to fake paranormal activity. And this goes out even to people with television shows. All right. 10 years ago, never told anyone. Ooh, okay. Let's see what's up. Ooh, it's a lot. Okay, let's go. 10 years ago, I was living in Instable. I don't know where that is. A very small and old apartment for 8 years. The Instable is like a cake in a way. Okay. Each civilization has built their own on top of another. So if you dig deep, you could see Romans and Ottomans building remains. My house was at the Tadskin Square. At the first day of renting, I went there to check the house. House was located at the steepest street of Istanbul. The height difference between apartments were quite huge. So even if I was living in first or second floor, our back windows were eventually opening to one floor of each other. Mine was a little bit different. My window were actually opening to a graveyard. Oh. I believe I've taken pictures of it before, so for those I could share it if I can find it. But the graveyard only had 4 or 5 graves on it. So there was actually a very small graveyard containing few graves of janissaries, but the hill made it unreachable because the elevation difference. I never took that seriously, so I rented the apartment. There was weird noises like cracks, footsteps, bangs, etc. But to be honest, I never cared much. Time to time, I've checked what's happening, but never seen SMT significant. My cousin were coming to my place a lot, and he was always in awe, me not caring much about those songs. because he was frightened by them. One day, his glass broke at the kitchen after he came back from there to Hall. Anyone one night, Anyways, one night I was alone playing Rust. I, like, I would love to know where you're from, my guy, because there's a bunch of stuff that I never heard of. I was playing Rust. It was nearly somewhere 4 5 a.m. My gaming setup is in is there a game called Rust? I mean, I'm a gamer. I have a gaming page also, Gamers Sanctuary, where I play video games, but I concentrate on the cinematic view of the game. There's some gameplay in there, but I just, it's just for the spectacular story scenes. But I guess there's a game called Rust. Um, my gaming setup is in my living room. I had my headphones on, and I heard a huge ass bang sound. I picked up a knife and started searching in my house for a person, which I thought someone jumped in from the backside window since it was very reachable. Both windows were closed at the rooms at the back. The corridor was a hall and had kitchen widely open there. I've checked the lockers, but nope, nothing. For some weird reason, I searched the apartment as a whole, but not the restroom. I mean, it's not really it's not really weird. You just didn't think about checking the restrooms. Come on, man. Don't be so hard on yourself. um, I suddenly thought I haven't checked the restroom and went there to check, but it was locked. The lock of my restroom was only locking from inside, just shown on the picture. Okay, so it's one of those doorknobs that you press the button. It's just a regular bathroom lock. But it was locked. The lock in the restroom inside it was shown on. Sorry, I lost my place. The lock of my restroom was only locking from inside, just shown on the picture. At that brief second, I thought there must be someone inside hiding and locked the door inside. The restroom of mine had no ventilation, which sucked, or windows. It was literally the middle of the house. I dropped the knife I had and picked up my pistol from my lock and started shouting and swearing at the door a couple of times. My upstairs were actually my landlord, and she came to my door. I explained the situation, and she told me she has keys for that door. She gave me the keys, and after a few tries, the door opened. Lights were on, which I never ever do, and the whole restroom were empty. After this incident, I've did a research on the area where my house was located, and it came out there used to be a janissary, training ground, and graveyard. But people decided to put apartments on top of it. I still have no idea what the actual F happened there, but it is the only paranormal encounter I've ever had in my life. Still, time to time, I think of it. Yeah, for sure, you guys. There are a lot of stories, a lot of reports um of houses being haunted, houses, structures, schools, hospitals, and you'll be surprised that when you do a little bit of research, which is one of the best parts of my job, there is a burial site, a burial ground right on top of it. And it is one of the reasons why I say that cemeteries, hospitals, and what's the other one? Uh, Cemetery, hospitals, and churches are one of the most haunted places you could go to, especially abandoned places, because especially hospitals and churches, they get ransacked. People breaking in, doing a bunch of dark stuff in there, and just opening and calling in a bunch of stuff, especially churches. I'm telling you, even in a active church, it has a lot of creepiness if you go there at night. And if you have permission to walk in church, like you're by yourself at night, it is freaking it is freaking scary. It is freaking scary. That's very interesting. One of the better stories I've read on here so far. That is TLDNF R, I have no idea what the hell that is. Big boom, noise, scary, checked room, door locked from inside, unlocked door from outside, no one there. Okay, thank you. Gotcha. But yeah, you guys, paranormal encounters. I am part of their community, and I just read a bunch of stories and just get the gist of what's going on and share it with you guys. Just in case I have different playlists with different, reading from Reddit, and it's all about these different communities to which I read and advise on. So let's see what's up with this. I was going to sleep, then heard this outside of my window. Okay. I'm visiting some family in Texas, and they live in the woods. It almost sounds like a baby crying. I know there's probably a more reasonable explanation. Does anyone know what this could be? All right, you guys, let's lock in. Put on your headphones. Let's see what's up. It's a cat. It's a cat. It's a cat, you guys. Unfortunately, take it from somebody that lived in Queens, New York, and within our neighborhood, there was a lot of strays. And these cats, when they're going through heat and they are doing the business, that is exactly how they sound. That is a cat. And yeah, cat looking for love. Yeah, I'm good, guys. I'm good. I'm good. In all the wrong places. Yep. Wookin Panub. I don't know what that means. I couldn't hear anything, but are there foxes in the area? It's not foxes, they're cats. Their vocalization at night can sound really scary if you don't know what it is. Sometimes it can sound like a baby or child screaming. I used to live in a part of London that was full of foxes. First time I heard them, I bolted out of my bed. My partner explained what it was, looked outside, and indeed there was foxes running around. I never heard. You know, I apologize. I didn't mean to shut down the foxes theory. I know what I've heard, and I know how similar it is when it comes to cats, but I didn't know foxes could sound like this. Apparently, they do. So, thank you for the education. Now I know what to look out for if I'm ever in a situation where there are foxes and I hear certain things. In the Philippines, we call it t- Tiyanak, and it is a baby demon trying to lure you to go into the woods and eat you. Okay, so that is the worst case scenario. Okay, that is the worst case scenario. So you guys, once again, especially for people looking for responses or answers with to their experiences, just like doctors tell their patients, do not look up your symptoms on the internet because you will read the worst case scenario right away, and that is a good example. But thankfully, yeah, that sound is definitely a cat. And I mean, to me, a cat or a fox, it's a definite. To, it's an animal. Okay, so it's not paranormal. So I hope 11 hours ago when you posted this, somebody actually eased your fear, and you could rest assured that you are safe and don't have to be worried. But you guys, thank you for sharing. I mean, thank you for watching. And if you guys are enjoying this kind of content, please do what you do when you like a channel. Hit that like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.